Hey folks, welcome to Flix with the Hicks with Greg and Janet. And today we have two new to us movies to review.
Mm-hmm.
Our worst movie of the week and our best movie that we watched this week. So, why don't you start it off, Janet? She has the worst movie that we watched this week.
This is it. The TV set. It's not all that, okay? The budget was only like $2 million. It only made $265,000, but starring Sigourney Weaver and David, how you say it? Duchovny. Which I like him. I've seen him in the X-Files, and Sigourney Weaver is great in like Aliens and all that. But this movie was it's like not all that. I think it's like 60 something on Rotten Tomatoes and the public gave it like a 48. Yeah, but it's basically how this writer is trying to get a pilot going, and it's based on his personal experience. He has a brother that commits suicide, and so he's making like a drama. Well, that's not what it turned out to be. The people he wanted to cast, the Sigourney Weaver and the production company was like picking out people he really didn't want to be in the starring roles, and he was losing the control of the whole film, and he's got a pregnant wife, and he's got back problems, and the story just kind of how the production company overruns the whole story, and he didn't get his way, and he is trying to make it more of a drama. It turned out to be a comedy, and it did work out in the end, but it's not what he wanted. But the movie itself, the acting, let's see, the whole storyline is no big deal. I wasn't impressed.
It moves very slow.
Yeah, it does.
There's no action in this film. And it's a very frustrating film to watch because you see this guy, David Duchovny, who has this vision of what he wants this series or TV show to be. And all along the way, people are stepping on him, forcing him to use people that he doesn't want to use in the film. And in the end, it's not his vision at all.
No.
And you really end up feeling sorry for him.
Yeah. But it's not all that. I mean, like I said, it didn't have a big budget. It didn't make anything. They lost money on it. And, even the storyline wasn't all that. But anyway, that's what the TV set, okay? I give it out of 1 to 100, 0 to 100. I'll give it a 40. I mean, it's just there, basically.
Yeah, one thing I will say for the film is that I thought David Duchovny did a really good job acting in it.
Mm-hmm.
He was easy to sympathize with. But overall, yeah, it was not a real good film. Not an enjoyable film to watch. And I'd give it a 45.
Yeah.
If 50 is average, I'd give it a little below average. In the end, had you gone to see this at a movie and paid money for it and were hoping to see something that was really going to be entertaining and a happy, feel-good film, you were not going to be happy.
Some of the jokes in it weren't all that, so it wasn't all that. So. Anyway, that's that one.
Yep.
I mean,
the TV set.
Yeah, it's by Jake Kasdan. Was the producer, the writer, and all that. But
it pretty much tells you what the movie's about. Right on the cover of the DVD at the bottom, it says, "A place where dreams are canceled."
Yeah. When you're trying to get a pilot put on TV, there's all kinds of people pulling you different directions. That's kind of what it's about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. It's a shame, too. It had a good cast. It just wasn't much to it. Right. All right. So, my film that I picked as the best movie we saw this week is Dirty Harry, starring Clint Eastwood. Made in 1971. This film was just fun to watch. Just fun to watch. There's nothing better than seeing Clint Eastwood in his prime, going after bad guys and standing up to the so-called man. And this movie spawned sequels after sequels. I mean, it became a franchise for Clint Eastwood and turned him into a superstar. And thank goodness it did, because he's still producing films, still making films, and still starring in films. And I just love watching the guy. I just do. Yeah. And one thing that I noticed about this film, which I knew from before, because I'd seen it before several times, but this may be the tough guy film that started the catchphrases with "Do you feel lucky, punk?"
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
It's always every film, Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, they always have that tagline that you remember. You hear that again 10 years from now, and you're going to know exactly where you saw it and where you were when you saw it. So, anyhow, wonderful film. It's a film basically about some dirty cops. And Clint Eastwood takes it upon himself to clean out the police force. And he does it magnificently with his 44 Magnum. The famous 44 Magnum.
Good looking.
And another really cool thing, in one of our previous videos, we did a video on a museum in Tombstone, Arizona. That was the Gunfighters Museum. Yeah. And they had famous weapons, famous guns, and I actually got to hold that 44 Magnum that Clint Eastwood used in the film, and I got to hold his badge.
Yeah, his badge and his ID and everything. Yeah, he got to hold the props from the show. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Now, quite honestly, the special effects in the movie and stuff, they don't hold up to today's standards.
Yeah, it's 71. So.
But man, what a great concept for a movie. And quite honestly, I could watch this 10 times. I could watch it 10 more times. And every time, just come away smiling. It's just a feel-good, whoop 'em, beat 'em up, and do away with 'em movie.
And I like to go back in time. 71, I graduated 79. So, see, all that time, I remember the cars. I remember, all that, So, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, they may be involved in a really important scene in a movie like this, and Jan will go, "That's a 69 Volkswagen going by. See that? That looks kind of like the one I had."
Yeah, that's how I have. I go, "Oh man." Yeah.
But it's a wonderful film, a classic, and one that man, I don't know how anybody can watch this film and not get a kick out of it. Yeah. So on Dirty Harry, I would give this film. I give it an 81.
81?
Very good film, but it would not be in the echelon of great films. Right. But a very good film to watch.
I was thinking about 80. But why do you say 81? I say 80. So we're in the same wavelength. Yeah. Anyway. But like this was 2006. This got all the better footage as film. And this 71, that's going to be kind of gritty looking and, not so crisp looking. Yeah. But I still loved it. I loved it.
And it does show kind of the seedier side of San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I used to live in East Bay, so.
And I like films that are based in San Francisco. It's just a fun city. There's so much to film there and see there that it just makes films interesting when you see the background of San Francisco in a movie.
Yeah. You see that, the landmarks and stuff, even back then, so that's neat. So, all right. So we did good, huh?
Yeah, another successful week of watching films. So.
Yeah. I've got another one picked out.
Already, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Something different.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Flix with the Hicks, and until next time, go out and watch a good film.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fix your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on.